We can start over because he didn't even turn the mic on. So
It's Thursday.
Tennis.
And that means
it's time for bourbon and pancakes. I hate him for doing that. He said we should say it together. He said that just now as we were saying it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that again.
It
was fun, but I don't know if that should be a thing.
I don't know if it should be a thing. I feel like right now that you're not camera and you do that.
Jonathan's here. What's going on?
You're a leaner. After we set things up, you lean the opposite direction of the way we set things up. Okay, so hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
We're here. We got drinks.
We do have drinks. Okay, so we're gonna do the toast.
Is that not how it goes?
Yeah, no, it is. You grabbed yours up, So tonight's toast is more of a dedication.
Oh.
Yeah. To all the people who think fucking critically. Because a lot of bullshit. And I get caught up in bullshit that people say. I want to toast.
It's buffering.
Is it still buffering?
That's upsetting.
Huh. Critical thinking. People who think critically. Yes.
Wait, what is all that? What's the extra? We're toasting the critical thinkers. Okay, and why is that, Isaac?
Oh my God. There are so many people that are stupid. That's illegal. That's a scientific word for people who don't think critically.
That's not nice.
Oh, but we're not nice people.
I'm a nice person. I think stupid is harsh.
Yeah, but what else do you call it?
Maybe they're smart people who never learned particular things when they were in school. And so now
it's too much now. Like it was one or two things.
I don't think you should call them stupid. That's not nice.
Stupid. Anyway, thank you for the people who are not stupid and who are actually stupid smart.
See?
I don't know if I want to even put the word smart in there. What do you mean, stupid?
Because you're smart.
Like you're underinformed. You're misinformed.
Misinformed, possibly. You're smart, but you just didn't have that critical thinking at the bottom of your page. Remember, you was like in the third grade, and had a little critical thinking question at the bottom. Everybody didn't have it.
Yeah, I did those.
No, but everybody. So, they say, "Oh, you ain't got to do the critical thinking at the bottom," and then they didn't do it.
So the teachers made them stupid.
Made them not know things.
That's okay. Stupid to me. This is definitely not the topic, but stupid to me is you have all the tools and you don't use them because you think you know better than the tools or the people who maybe have studied this subject matter, are experts in this subject matter, and you just sit on your couch and somehow you fucking know more than this other person.
Is this about a specific
It's thing? About a lot of things. I had a
like I was listening to him at a point, it started sounding like there was a specific thing that upset him about somebody who was trying to say maybe that they knew something about something going on recently, like politics or viruses.
Everything.
Or
every fucking thing. The shape of the world,
the
politics,
shape of the world,
viruses, just everything. It's too many things.
I think that, if you go outside and everything looks flat to you, that's a perfectly good reason to say that everything is flat.
Okay.
That's not the topic.
Thank you for everybody joining in. Daryl's in the house.
I understand, Daryl. It's definitely the opening night for the NBA, and I know that LA is going to play LA, so it's Lakers versus Clippers. I know that. Awesome. And so I understand that you need to watch the game, and it'll be there on the replay. We appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I mean, no hard feelings, I guess.
I don't feel bad about it. A client just told me that her family members have been diagnosed with coronavirus, but refuse to stop going to stores and gas stations.
That is horrendous.
That is awful. You're supposed to shelter in place at that time. You're supposed to quarantine yourself when you know that you have it, right? And they have all these delivery services. That's awful. Stupid smart. The ability to create a mind state of you are an expert in all fields.
This is what Covey says, by the way. We have the Spotify.
I am so sorry. Yeah. Covey said that stupid smart is the ability to create a mind state of you are an expert in all fields.
So the smart part of that is more of a, you think you smart. I got it.
But you're kind of stupid.
It's kind of sarcastic. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Gotcha. They believe that coronavirus is invented to make Trump look bad. Poor critical. Yeah. Okay, and that's a better way to put. Maybe poor critical.
Yeah.
Like you have it. It's just underdeveloped critical thinking skills.
I think you didn't get to practice when you were, like I said, when you were in school and they had the thing at the end, you didn't get to practice it. They want the world to be flat.
It's just funny. It sounds funny.
Well, that was mean.
Well, you got to say it though.
Jonathan said they want the world to be flat like they're women.
Yeah.
I will be honest to say that most of the flat earthers that I know are actually black, and that's upsetting.
I think we're at the point now where we're just rebellious. Like if you hear something there's a consensus on, you think somebody's lying to you all the time.
This is the conspiracy problem. It's like you feel like they lie about so many things that they must be lying about this thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the pancakes.
I'm not gonna be able to figure this out.
Oh, come on.
Mm.
Give it a spin.
Okay, damn it.
It's your job.
Can you
to
show
guess.
that? Because you get mad at me. I'm gonna try. God damn it. Okay, this granola.
See, he's trying to drop things on stuff already.
There's granola
He
on there
just
that's
can't.
sprinkled on there. And there's 2 pancakes. It looks kind of like one the way I did it, but these are really good. God damn it. What is this? I don't know, Lily. I didn't do that on purpose. Lily,
We're gonna have a whole meeting about him calling me the wrong name. I'm sorry, y'all. This hair is like everywhere.
Okay,
But we're gonna have a meeting about you calling me the wrong name.
Let me try with the syrup. It's really good though. I think this is one of my favorite ones.
Okay, great.
I don't
You know what it is?
I have no idea.
What you like to call everything all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? When you
You
put them
almost
down.
said it.
No, when you put them down, I said you look like sweet potato.
Yes. Oh my God. Every week he's like, is it sweet potatoes? 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 So I made sweet potato pancakes. And he's like, I don't know what this is. They're orange.
Well, the blue light fucks up the color scheme. That is hilarious. When you set them down, I was like, it can't be because she never makes sweet potato pancakes.
I did
ever.
because you always call everything sweet potatoes. And I thought it was smart to just do the sweet potato thing because you're going to keep guessing that it's sweet potato. So I'm like, you're going to get it this week. And now you don't know what it is. It has to be the 5G.
I
haven't heard about 5G.
You haven't heard about that?
Oh, not lately.
Wow,
yeah, no, I thought that. No. I think it's not literal. The phrase 4 corners of the world, and people misunderstood it. That could be because the only thing a sphere does not have corners.
Stacey's here. What's going on?
Hey, Stacey.
These are really good.
Yeah, they are. Just for you.
Well,
Special.
you're gonna carry the show, and I'm just gonna eat these.
No, you're not gonna sit here and do that. Push the button. Tell them what the topic is.
Okay, but one more.
Jonathan says,
Oh,
wait.
shit. Fuck that.
We are not talking about demon semen, hydroxychloroquine, whatever the fuck the doctor has poor critical thinking skills. Okay, I will say briefly that I did listen to the doctor. I got sent the video a million times, and I tried to hear the doctor out, and I was listening. Everything was sounding fine. You treated the patients, and then she started saying that hiccups were a symptom of coronavirus, and at that time, I had to turn the video off.
Not the demon semen part.
Well, that wasn't in the video.
Oh, okay.
That was some of her other things. So I said, we're going to leave all of that alone. All the witchcraft and demons and all the other stuff that you think, we're going to leave that alone. Only focus on what you said right now today about the COVID. And nobody needs to die because we can use these treatments. And I tried to listen. And then she said that hiccups that I've been having all my life are a symptom of the coronavirus, and I just had to turn it off.
I know, it's just funny.
At that time, I couldn't do it anymore. So go ahead and put the title up.
I just want to say one more thing.
Yes.
Not about that. These are really good. So the granola adds a texture to it, which is really good. Yeah. So and then the when you add the syrup on top of that, it's even better.
Homemade vegan
this
granola.
Is definitely probably.
I
figured it was homemade.
I'm glad you figured that.
It's really good. Okay, I really appreciate this a lot.
He's way more excited. No.
I know. I got it.
So the topic is:
are you who you think you are?
Are you who you think you are?
So what does that mean?
I love the way you do that every time. So what does that mean? What do we mean when we say, are you who you think I Isaac.
Damn it. I just did it to you. You
I
can
know, that's why I did it to you.
So basically, you know, you look in the mirror and you say, I'm this, 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 and this. You have a list of things.
Yeah.
And that's what makes your identity. But then when you step outside, somebody might say, hey, you look, and they give you a whole nother list. Like, wait a minute. You think I'm these things, good or bad, but they don't match who you thought you were.
I have a friend who thinks she's a really good mom. And she,
oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, about it. Like, she acts like she is the best mom that moms ever. But
Monique is in the house.
In reality, she's not. No one else. Well, I will say no one else views her in that way. So sometimes your self-image can be off, you know, from what everyone else.
And that we'll talk about that a little bit later. But the feedback model of how that works, because it's not always bad. At least not in my experience has it been. But sometimes it doesn't match. So
when people tell you you're a serial killer, or you seem like you could be a serial killer,
somehow that comes up a lot on this fucking show. But quite
did
often,
you ever think? Well, I don't. That's rude to say. Did you think you were a serial killer?
Did you ever think you'd be a fucking serial? You know?
Are you trying to present that? Okay, and I'm gonna tell you part of the reason
why what's going on?
People think you're a serial killer is because you always wear the button downs. Like we never see you in any other outfit. I'm telling you, people who wear the same clothes all the time, they have serial killer tendencies.
I wear different button ups.
Yeah, but it's the same thing.
Why would that make me a serial killer?
Because you can wear it on the weekend. You wear it when you're relaxing.
Well, I don't really relax, to be honest.
Whenever that is, you still got a button up on. So people feel like
that's what makes me. That's not why.
It's not the only reason, but it's the most visible one. Somebody who sees you every single time they see you, you have the same uniform on.
Okay, what about the people that never met me before
and say you seem like a serial killer?
Yeah, I've had that a couple times. Well,
that's the other stuff.
I want to get to this comment.
Okay,
I'm gonna jump back because it's still from the beginning part.
It's fine.
Said Herman Cain wins the Donkey of the Day award for for going to the Tulsa rally.
Yeah, that might not have been the best move for him, and we don't know when he possibly contracted the virus, but
there's a good chance that that's when it happened.
We don't know that.
See, okay, I like this. You know, you seem super cool and calculated at all times. I appreciate that, Kobe.
Which are also signs of a serial.
I mean, granted, yes, most of them are calculated. Thank you.
That's the other reason people think he's a serial killer, because he's over.
Right. Nice. Okay, exactly. I appreciate it. Kobe and Jonathan are on my side. So people who wear uniforms,
that
says
is
Jonathan,
different.
Are have serial killer tendencies?
No, because uniforms, like say shoot for your job, that's different.
I have my own company. I have to represent myself at all times.
Look at me in the eye. It's different. If your all your button-ups had your company name right here or something, then it's a uniform. The fact that you're choosing to wear this all the time it's not.
So if I get a name badge, then I'm free and clear. I don't kill people no more.
Well, we're not gonna say that, but you may give less.
Not that I do.
Less of a serial killer vibe if you did that.
Thank you very much, my friend, who thinks that you know what? That's something that doesn't fit.
And of course, your self-image is that you're not a serial killer, but everybody else.
Not everybody. Like 5 people. What do you mean? You think that?
Huh?
What do you mean, huh? You think that too? You want to eat pancakes now? Okay. All right. Well, what about you? What is something that somebody said to you that doesn't fit? Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to. I told you the thing.
No, I have a really good Thank you. Lily, go easy on him, please. What's wrong with you? Anyway.
Well, it's my turn, so.
No, I have a really good thing where I can read people really good, so I don't make these strong assumptions. I don't have one. Like, I listen to what people say, body language. There's a lot of things that I pay attention to, and it gives me a really good. You've seen me do that before. I'm like, you tell me a couple of stories about people I've never met, and you give me what they did, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is how they're thinking, this is who they are. 2 weeks later, you're like, you know what? You was right about that motherfucker, right? Am I incorrect?
Hey.
Okay. So I don't have any things like that for you, to
So
be honest.
that's fine. I'll tell you something that I have heard in the past.
Mhm.
People think that I, Lily, am a party girl. I don't think that I give that off. What do you think, Isaac?
I can see how someone might think that, but I know.
You kind of know that I'm not.
Yeah, I know that you're not. So.
But like, it's all the time. I get this. Oh, I know you out here turning up, and I'm kind of like, I kind of be at the house watching Star Trek, and no one ever believes me.
That is
no, it's literally what I'm doing.
So, can you read that?
You
know?
He's asking you.
I know, but then it'll make it seem like I got to answer it.
Kobe said, question, bro. You seem like you hold that super professional stigma 24/7. It's cool. And he does. I don't think that stops. I've been around him for a full 24 hours and it never, like the curtain doesn't come down.
I don't think anybody that actually knows. Yeah, I don't have another way of life. It's more of a lifestyle. Like I'm not fronting or nothing like that.
But maybe you are. Maybe you've created this whole persona to hide who you really are.
Jonathan says Ed Kemper, the co-ed killer, was normal dressed guy. He even hung out with the cops who were hunting this, not even knowing it was him.
That's okay. I mean, that happens. I'm not saying that all serial killers fit the same mold.
Thank you guys for helping me.
All I'm saying is that we all agree he is serial killer vibes.
Oops. Is it easy for you to turn it off and on? For who? For the turnip queen, or for the serial killer? Who's that question directed towards?
Clearly you. I'm not even that person.
There is no off.
Right. He's always on. That's just how he is. It's weird.
In a way. I mean, yeah, it's just how I am.
BTK did wear a uniform, Jonathan says, the ADT uniform, but only after he started killing. But
you know a lot about this,
uniform,
Jonathan. I gotta watch Jonathan.
Maybe he watches what you call it.
I know a lot about serial killers too, but
Lily, perhaps the party girl images from that time you were trying to change your tire in a party dress. I don't know about that. Yeah, no. I go out every now and then. I think that to be a party girl, you know, to say that's what you do means that you would do it all the time, and that you're kind of.
You know what though? It's because their personality is captivating. So when you go out, all the attention's to you, and it seems like that is your. You know what I mean?
All right.
Does that make sense?
I'm not gonna argue.
You're not gonna.
You've seen me out.
See, you have an outspoken personality, which is why they may think you're a party girl.
I'm not though. That's the fun part. So,
okay, this is not.
Isaac's favorite show is Dexter, and he wears a button up even when he's on a nice walk in the park. I know that because we've been to the park, and he definitely had on a button up, and it was.
But I was
disconcerting to say.
What the hell?
I had on Sunday normal people at the park. He's got the button up with the dress shoes. And
that's funny. He said it looked like Lily walking around with the band playing Cash Money taking.
That is my song. Now if Back That Ass Up was playing at all times, then you would think I was a party girl because you cannot listen to that song and not twerk.
Every anthem.
Literally, it doesn't matter when it comes on.
Thank you, Karima. She says, I like the way Bourbon carries himself. Always professional. Love the mystery. See?
I'm glad that I'm so glad
I appreciate that. So I think, but now that we're talking about Dexter, I think my vision of myself and how other people perceive me clashes a little bit.
Okay, so how do you what are you trying to present?
What am I trying to present? Nothing. I'm not trying to present anything.
No. Okay.
Okay.
I'm saying every day when you get dressed and you fix your hair and you wash your face and all those things, is so you can present yourself.
Oh, I'm a bad motherfucker. Is primarily what I think in the mirror.
I didn't expect that. So definitely we're not getting that. If that's what you were going for.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm
I'm relatively handsome, extremely intelligent,
Okay.
ridiculously ambitious.
Right.
I think that comes off. Yeah? You're saying no. You're saying no.
I didn't.
So my perception of how
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You're saying a lot of things.
I'm not saying anything.
Right
all I'm saying is that, okay, that's what you're trying to give off. And I think for the most part, you get that. I think you do. You get that.
Yeah, you're stuttering a lot. I don't like it.
You get it.
You don't seem confident in the fact of what you just said.
I know. I mean,
right,
you do. You get that.
So look. Oh, so we gotta go down. So he wants to know, have you done some modeling?
No, I've never.
Well, you will be because we have a photo shoot coming up.
Wait.
Yes, we do.
Why is he always telling me things on the show? Like we have time before the show. He never tells me these things. He waits until we're on air and say, well, we're doing this. We are?
Mm-hmm.
Lily. Kobe says, Lily has a mystic energy. She has the party energy, but she carries a neutral force to understand things. Yeah. No, like I said, I'm definitely not a party person. I go out. I love being around people. I am a bit of a social butterfly. Like when I am out, I'm definitely in my element, but I don't want to be in that element every day or, fuck up my job. I'm being serious.
No, I know. That's why it's kind of funny because it's like, I get it. Yes. What's going on, David?
Always drinking bourbon, always eating pancakes. We're doing both.
You have to do both. Otherwise, we'll fuck up the whole, context of the show.
Gotta do it.
I'm not sure what the wow is for. Everfresh says wow.
Right.
Think it's for you.
Why would you think that?
You got the Lisa Left Eye thing going on. I don't know. I think in lip gloss popping. I don't know. I think that might be. Does how other people, this is what K-Saw says, does how other people view you actually change who you are, though? I am who I am. That's it. Well, I think to a slight degree, we make, like I said, we have our list of things that we are, and then we go outside and people then interact with you in a certain way. Whether they say they think you are or whatever, they talk to you in the way that you look or act or whatever.
Right.
And then you start to realize, I don't like how motherfuckers is talking to me, or I love how people are talking to me. I'm going to keep doing this thing. And if it doesn't match who you think you are, you then have a identity crisis, or you embrace it and then you do more of that thing. So I think it's kind of both. The internal thing plays with the external thing, and it's just kind of a constant checks and balances for the most part, if you're self-aware.
Right, and I think that's what I was about to say. Like for people who are who they are, and it's really kind of set in stone, and you project yourself out into the world, most people are probably going to get what you're trying to project. But the thing of it is sometimes you think you're projecting one thing, and you're actually projecting something else. So it doesn't change who you are, but do we know who you are? Because you're projecting like Isaac, he wants to project business, and we get serial killer.
Wow, that is not accurate.
What?
Okay, fine. I guess I don't know what to do with that now. This seems pretty deep. I didn't read it yet. I'm about to, but it's a lot, so I think it's going to be deep.
All right. So Monique says, "Are we ever who we think we are?" I believe we learn more and more about ourselves daily, and there are lots of things that we aren't until others bring it to our attention. It doesn't necessarily mean they perceive us. What they perceive of us is correct. But it does make us a bit more conscious of self.
I also want to shout out people who are strong readers, because
are you gonna do this right now?
Yeah, I had a situation recently where somebody wasn't a strong reader and they didn't know that. And obviously somebody didn't tell them that they're not strong at reading. And I realized how great we are at reading things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But commas and shit like that. And we appreciate you guys too, because you put, commas and shit.
Punctuation is so important.
We have smart viewership, which I definitely appreciate. So, but go ahead. What you were saying? I thought you were saying something.
You know what else Isaac is?
What the fuck is this about?
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't get to say nothing else about you?
Go ahead.
Isaac is the romantic, you guys. I don't know if y'all knew that.
I know how you get that. How'd you? What? You just perceive that I'm romantic? I seem romantic. So the button, not only does the button ups give off serial killer, but the button up gives off romantic.
It's not about his clothes. But this is why I'm always trying to hook him up with somebody, because I'm like, oh, he's so sweet. He should get a girl to enjoy all this niceness.
What are you talking about? Fine, I'll take it. I'm a nice guy. I'm sweet and romantic, but I also then might kill you later. What?
That could happen, but will you not take on the possibility of
Would
being
you not
killed
take on?
for the romance?
Shut the hell up.
What?
I don't even know how you got to that.
No. Well, how I got to romantic? Do you need an example?
I don't want any examples. So look, Jonathan says conservative meets classy meets stylish. Bourbon, which is me, bourbon. Because you're pancakes, remember?
I don't know why y'all want me to be pancakes so bad.
See, Kobe says, nah, bro, you don't seem like a serial killer. You seem like a 007 guy in and out of his. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what the fuck I'm saying.
You still killing.
He did kill a lot of
technically
movies for like 20, 30 years.
Technically, he's a serial killer. It's just you don't call him that because he's not creepy. He's all cool while he's killing 20 people in every movie.
But it's usually for a good reason.
That does not change the fact that you're a serial killer. That all that means is that you kill people a lot.
Kobe, you helped me out a lot. So it backfired a little bit too.
Still a serial killer?
She said you look extra cute. Monique said
Thank you.
Looks tonight. Well, I can't say it how she said it because there's a lot of E's and cute. So how would you say that? Cute?
No.
It's not. That's not how you would say it.
No.
How would you say it?
Not that.
Cute. That
I
would be more
really like
you.
when you try to do
that's why I tell you. I try to tell you to read it for me. Do it.
He should never do voices.
Yeah, no, So bourbon and pancakes mixed together, you definitely have to try it. Actually, you should only try it on Thursdays.
Around 10. Have pancake, drink bourbon. He says your environment does dictate. Everfresh, says your environment does dictate how you present your. So true, and I think that is definitely true.
So something that So
I know what else I wanted to talk about.
What did you? Go ahead.
No, can I?
Ladies first.
Did you have something?
I don't have anything.
No. Say what you're gonna say.
No. Mine's a point. But
yeah, make a point because I'm gonna change the subject.
Wow.
Not all the way.
Okay. The only point I was gonna make was I first started outside of the serial killer thing that you keep goddamn episode is that when people watch TV shows, I've gotten compared to like 2 or 3 of the main characters in certain famous TV shows. And then that made me kind of look at myself in a different way. One of them was a detective that had anything going on. And my mom was like, yeah, that's you.
Well, you do have OCD
a little bit. On. And then another one.
I don't want to admit this.
What was the other one? The other one was another show where this guy's like really smart, whatever, but he's kind of an asshole a little bit. Okay. He just says what he thinks and then that's it.
I don't really get that from you. I don't get asshole from you.
Somehow that's another thing that people think, but that was also
my
mom too.
But you're an asshole?
My mom said that too.
Your mom thinks you're an asshole?
Well, she didn't say I was an asshole, but she said I was like the character.
His mom thinks he's an asshole.
And I watched the character and I was like, well, goddamn. I mean, and then another one was really interesting. He was very smart, young. He killed some people. You know what I mean? But he was about his business. And I was like, I was really flattered that person thought that I could be that person in the main character thing. So that made me look at myself differently because I was able to see myself from another person's perspective, and doing it in a TV realm kind of helped make sense.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, fuck you today.
What?
Fuck you today.
What? I didn't even do anything.
You want me to get to these or you want to make your point?
Go ahead and do a couple more.
Okay. Kobe says, Lily, how long has it been since you had the ability to have a neutral mind state? Was it self-taught? I know where that came from.
Do you? Really?
Well, I know where I got mine from.
From the debate team?
Exactly.
I think that is part of it. I think that I have a very scientific mind. I started very early. And so whenever you're doing scientific endeavors, you have to start off neutral. You can have your opinion, but you still have to be neutral to what the outcome's going to be because you don't know. So you have to do the experiment. Right. And so I take that and I kind of, put that on everything. I can ask a question and just stay right here. It's like, oh, it's what you think, it's what you think, So I don't know. I think it's just it was something that just was.
It's a really unique ability to have an opinion, but then be able to change it when the evidence suggests so.
That's one part of it. And then also to be able to have an opinion and withhold your opinion and just listen to what other people think. So that's another thing of it. Like people always are like, well, what do you think? I'm like, oh, this isn't about me, people.
Yep. Let's get the facts.
We're here to see what y'all think and get y'all to think.
Can you read that one?
No.
Please?
No.
Can you please read that one?
Why don't you read it?
It's going to sound very arrogant if I read it.
Kobe said he talks low and keeps the same tone like the Mac. Goldie. Whatever. Don't ever call him the Mac again.
Well, I think that might be kind of fitting.
Really? You a pimp now?
I'm not saying I'm a pimp.
Goldie was a pimp.
But he had other skills too.
Goldie was a pimp.
He had other skills.
Thank you. Also thinks that you're romantic.
I don't see how people get that.
And do you see, are you who you think you are? He doesn't think he is. Everyone else sees it.
I have some reevaluating to do. Because so far, I'm a 007 pimp type nigga. I'm digging that right now.
So Jonathan says, so when people think that they're good parents, yet their kids have a different opinion, whose version is correct? I'm going to lean toward the children.
Yeah, the children.
Because with me, I would never say that my dad was not a good parent. So, and I'm pretty objective, you know what I'm saying? So I would say that he had his flaws. He did things that I didn't like, but on the whole, he was a good parent. As long as he was parenting. When he decided he wasn't going to do it anymore, I was going to do it. But yeah, no, I would definitely err on the side of the children. Sometimes children are unreasonable, but if you're a good parent, you shouldn't raise unreasonable children. Right. So it kind of, it's kind of cyclical. It's a cause and effect kind of thing. A tree by the fruit it bears. So if you're a great parent, you should raise great kids. Now, that's not to say if you got 5 kids and one of them turns out bad, you're a bad parent. Mm-hmm. But if you got 5 kids and 4 of them turn out bad,
yeah, then you did.
Might want to look at you.
He says that Kobe says he forgot to say this before, but I have a DC vibe to get that region, DC and up.
And he's not from there at all.
I'm not from there at all.
I feel like he met somebody from there and stole their swag like Dolomite.
Wow,
that's how Dolomite got his whole persona. You're like Dolomite.
I'm like Dolomite?
Yeah. Jonathan says, how about those who believe they are romantics or great lovers, but they fall short to another person? Are you who you think you are, or is the other person's perspective skewed? I have met people who thought that they were romantic and great lovers and did not agree. And I think in that case, you kind of have to, I guess it's a consensus.
Yeah.
So if you're a great lover, then you should have consensus on that. Like, you should be getting some great feedback on that. Somebody should be like, man, you the shit. You should be hearing that from all the people. I don't know how many people, but however many that is, you should be hearing that from them.
Well, that's a good point to what you're saying. So
that's why we can't lie, ladies. If you're lying to these guys, you're fucking up their self-perception and you're not helping them get better.
Not helping them. So
I'm a truth teller.
When we talk about like that, being able to adjust
you're
reality,
horrible.
If you're doing something,
no, I didn't like that.
Okay. If you're doing, you're doing something.
You think that's big?
That's what we're doing?
That's me.
That's what you do. To everybody.
I'd be like,
well, you're the reality checker.
I'm here for you.
The checks and balances. So what I was going to say is, because the first thing was about, like, are you a good parent, depending on the parent or the kids? And then another one is, if you think you're romantic, but your lover doesn't. So I think the true check and balance is, if you're doing it for a certain thing and you don't get the result that you're looking for, you're not doing the thing right.
Or you're not doing the thing right for that person. Maybe your idea of romance is always flowers, but their idea of romance is something else, like taking out the trash without me asking you.
Maybe that sounds personal, but who didn't take out the trash that you broke up with, nigga? Jamel's in the house. He says, not the Bang Gang Malifia Lily fraction. I don't know if that's a thing. Is that how you get greeted?
No.
Often? Okay.
No.
But he's in the house. Thank you, Jamel, for tuning in. Kobe says, I say this to pass. You have a DC type of vibe to him. That go-go music swag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me go to, okay.
We're not going to do this all night with you. You, sir, don't display your ninja switch. This is what Everfresh is saying. Mm-hmm. You, sir, don't display your ninja switch. You present business. Switch it a manner that they never see coming.
I would agree to that.
I've never seen him switch it up.
But when I do, you'll never see it fucking coming. Anyway, you had a point that you wanted to make about something.
I did have a point I wanted to make. I had something else I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about how we present ourselves like in person. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, are you who you think you are on social? Because there's like social media is a huge thing right now. Hell, we're on it now.
Right.
And a lot of people think that they're presenting themselves a particular way by they post things or the pictures that they put out, or the thing that you do. Is that who you really are? Who keeps it real on social media? Because I've had some people on social media be one way, and then I meet you in person, I'm like, that's not who I've been talking to for 5 years. Who are you?
Right. That's a good question. I think for me, which is weird, right? My social media actually is who I am, because I don't fucking post on there at all, hardly. And that's me. I'm a private person. I'm just not that way. It's very hard for me to post shit. Like most of the shit I post is the shit that you post and I just share it. That's me on social media. If you check my Instagram, my Twitter, I have one. There's nothing on it and I hardly use it. So that is literally how I am in life.
So with me, I think my social media is fairly indicative of who I am as a person. I'm very inquisitive.
I think it's an extraction of who you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. It's not every part. It's not every part of it. Definitely my social side. I'm very open. I don't have a lot of mystery to me. Not that persona, but the actual me. I think there's a little more mystery there. Just a little more. Like if you know me, like if you come by my house, it's a little different.
So the question would be, and this is for you guys, is there anything that doesn't match? Like you think you're one way, but then you find some other group of people think you're another way. What would that thing be? And then, if you can, the follow-up question would be, did you then switch it up? Like, okay, I'm not funny. I'll stop telling jokes now. Or, you know what? I am a kind of attractive. I'm going to start wearing attractive things. People think I'm already, you know what I mean? Like, have you switched up? Or do you just say, good or bad, it doesn't matter what other people think. I just constantly just completely stay who I think I am. And I don't know if anybody does that. I really want to say most people adjust once you're.
No, there's some very obstinate people out here. I know a lot of comedians, and they have been told repeatedly that they're not funny. I tell them, and they just keep getting up there telling those horrible jokes.
I remember there was one lady, I think like a year ago, around the time we first met or whatever, and the club, she was not funny. And I was like, is this her first time? You're like, no. She's every night. I'm like, every night. I mean, I don't know if that's confidence or if that's dedication to the craft. I'm like, I'm going to bomb every night until I get it. I mean, or do you not know you're bombing?
I will say, because I don't know what it feels like inside, because I don't do it. I will say that I had this one guy. No, I don't tell jokes. Not I don't bomb. I'm saying that if I told jokes, I would probably bomb a few times. But no, I'm saying there's this one guy. He was terrible. Oh God, he was terrible for a long time. And I kept telling him he was terrible. One day I saw him and he was funny. And I was like, oh my God, come here, let me talk to you. You're funny. What did you do? And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, I'm serious.
What did he do?
He didn't say what he did. He said he just kept working at it or whatever. But I think that a lot of people can't see themselves. Even when they see them, they'll get the whole tape and everything and see that people aren't laughing. Are you cracking yourself up? We don't know. Or people who can't sing, that think they can sing. Oh, they the worst. Ooh, they the worst. I'm serious. Now, I can hold a tune in a bucket and I don't ever try to act like I'm just Whitney Houston out this thing, but I'm not going to offend you with my voice.
Right.
It's people that are offensive, making songs and bitches and carrying on. You ain't saying that?
But I admire their confidence sometimes. I'm like, man,
you
I have a lot
of skills
that sometimes I feel like, and again, this is my adjustment. Some people like, oh, you're good at whatever the thing is.
But then it's lying to them and telling them it's good.
I don't know how that works. So we have a person in the presidential office who thinks that he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, he thinks he's great.
Is he who he thinks he is?
Clearly not.
No.
He is not the best president we've ever had, he says.
All right.
This is the best economy we've ever had. Did y'all know the GDP dropped 32%?
Yeah, it's crazy. So Everfresh says his social media is only 25% of who he is.
I think that's you might get 50% of me because I give a lot.
And should it ever really be 100% though?
Maybe.
Social media?
I mean, it may get to that point because I think at a point they're just going to plug the thing into our head and just stream our thoughts. That's going to be fucked up.
Jonathan says, we are really multi-dimensional, different sides to us that constantly ebb and flow. So the question becomes, are we who we are at that moment? So are we genuine in the moments that we deal with one moment at a time? That is a good question. I think that's truly the only way to be. Like, I think and we also evolve too, right? So kind of like what Monique was saying, other people's influences or feedback will make us adjust if we're self-aware and that's the direction we want to go into. Yeah, if you don't mind, I definitely will take another drink. Damn, I lost my thought. Oh, the ebb and flow. No, you're fine. You got it. I got it back. So the ebb and flow. So I think the evolution of the feedback we get from people helps. And then in that moment, we don't have to be everything at one time. If it's a serious moment, you probably shouldn't be the funny motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody's funeral. You try cracking jokes and shit. Unless it's somebody's funeral who you don't like that much. And I can think of a couple of people I joke.
So you're going to make jokes at their funeral because you don't like them?
Yeah, I would.
Jonathan says, when I try to tell a joke, I bomb. But when I am serious, people laugh like I am joking. I'm a walking paradox. And literally, I'm the same way. No one laughs at my jokes. When I'm being serious, trying to tell a serious story about something that happened in my life, Nick, everybody laughs. This isn't funny. This is what happened last night.
Tamara's in the house. She said
about 60% to the public. That's a good number.
Yeah, I think anything that's not 100% makes sense to me. I don't think you should be 100% on social media. It just doesn't make sense to me. That's just me. It doesn't make sense.
I would say, why not?
Why not be all of yourself on social media?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm going to say this because I have met some of my some of the nicest people for a lot of years, and we super are cool with each other. I'm giving them the real me, and they learn a lot about me. Or the private group / inbox type of getting to know me, but it's still social media.
Well, I think there's certain elements of us, and everybody has a different element that they want to just keep to themselves. An example for you would be your relationship. Like, you just want to keep that to yourself for the most part.
That's not true.
It kind of is true.
That's what you're gonna go with?
Well, an example for you. For me, it's 90% of my life I want to keep to myself, and 10% of it is the shit that I post or share.
I'm extremely open with my relationship if you know me in real life. Relatively.
Tamara says, I don't try telling jokes. I just tell stories and let the funny happen, especially when I keep a straight face.
That's the best way to tell it. That's the best way to even get the funny, is to just tell the story and don't even try to make people laugh and let them laugh anyway.
Renika's in the house. Hey, Renika. I said that part. You're supposed to read it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Renika said, I don't give many people all of me in general, especially on social media.
Yeah. Again, I just don't think 100% is a
100% is a big number, but I'm just...
That's everything. That's you taking pictures of your breakfast. It's telling people you about to hop in the shower. 100%.
Stop it.
No, because some people mostly take pictures of the food when they go out, right? And then some people take pictures of the kids. Some people take pictures of relationships. Some people, when they're sad or depressed, they post that. Like, I don't think I want to know the ebb and flow of your daily life every single day. I just don't think that's healthy for a person, and I don't think anybody gives a fuck, right? You gotta, but most people are doing it. So if I share
the whole day, somebody's going to care about different parts of my day. Like, when I tell people I've taken my lunch hour, they get excited. They want to know about that.
Like I said, but you just said to yourself, what percentage you say? It wasn't 100%.
No, like 50.
Right. So if you put the other 50 on, there's a good chance
that they won't care about the 50 that I was given before.
No, they'll love that part that you've already given, but that they might, what the fuck
more.
Is this?
Some more.
Right. Well, you try that shit and see if people still follow. All right. Tamara says, I'm relatively transparent because that helps.
See?
There's a however. The however is going to basically not necessarily invalidate, but it's going to put the context. I keep certain aspects close to the vest. It's how I protect my, which is the crux of the point is you pick what you really want people to see, emphasize that.
So
and the thing that you want to protect,
really who you say you are, who you think you are, or who you are? Are you who you think you are?
I think I'm like 85%. 85%
Who you think you
who
are?
I think I am. I think it matches my reality.
Okay.
The only part that I'm missing that I think not to, don't I know you're thinking serial
I
killer.
was not thinking
I know you're thinking that.
No, I was not.
Fuck you. That's
I
not what
wasn't
I'm saying.
even thinking that.
Is that there is a level of execution, and we'll talk about that later, that in ambition that doesn't necessarily match that other people see, that I'm like, I don't really want to do that thing. Like, oh, you should. You're amazing at that thing. You should do it. That sometimes is off a lot.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I can't see your eyes. So I don't know what the fuck you like. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know
Yeah,
if you're I don't know if you're
sure.
really with me or not.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck you.
Read these comments. We gotta go. Wrap it up, baby. The world doesn't deserve their entire life. Everfresh said, and I agree. They don't deserve it, and I don't think they really want it or need it. So yeah, no. Entire life and being authentic, I think, are two different things.
Yeah. To Jonathan's point, I think you should be authentic in the moment.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
be authentic, but you don't have to give 100%.
Yeah,
I just woke up and I rolled over and I thought about no. But just what give authentically you is what I kind of mean by giving 100%. I don't mean telling 100%.
K Saul says my Facebook message than what I share on my timeline.
I can agree with that. I think that's most people. Jonathan said, I posted a question asking people to post their most memorable moment with me, and it was a opening. So it you kind of see what everybody remembers most. That's kind of cool.
I want to try that. So Tamara says, I am smart, funny, clumsy. I have all my teeth, mad tattoos, 2.5 kids, and I love music. That is me. I don't reveal too much because some people use it to hurt. Good point. The protection part is you don't want people to then use whatever they know about you to then sabotage
and I'm going to say this and we're going to wrap it up because we're running out of time. But the thing about that, and this is why I'm so open, is the things that I know about myself, you can't me. So that's why I'm so open and I say, like, you can't find out she got 5 kids and I'm going to tell you off the cuff. So if you have something to say about that, I've heard everything possible that you could say about that, and it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm honest with me and who I am, then what you think doesn't mean anything because I know who I am and I know what I'm about.
I dig that.
Yeah.
I really dig that.
Are we closing on that?
On that.
That's why I told you we should just
wrap up the thing. Sorry, Jonathan. Jonathan had a really good point.
He broke. Oh, there it goes.
Fuck. It's weird. It just
Jonathan said, it's like I'm the elephant and 3 blind men are examining different parts of me, trying to describe me. It's different, but each may have a truth.
What's that? The African proverb. I just wanted to get that. No, I just wanted to say that. So anyway, so all in all, be yourself, right? But be open to feedback if it makes fucking sense. I got it. I'm gonna get into the thing. I'm just wrapping it up.
He's really not good at this.
I'm wrapping it up.
You didn't even take the comment down.
Well, it's what's gonna happen when I do the other thing. But fine, if it makes you more having a little glitches. Okay. So you're gonna do your thing now?
I don't know. Is that what we're doing?
Well, I was saying be your authentic self, right? But be open to feedback. Don't be so into yourself that when somebody says, hey, you fucking suck, you don't listen to that and adjust, right? But then also don't get in your head and be like, oh my God, you're so amazing, you're great. Don't overdo that either, right? There should just be slight adjustments to who you're trying to be, but always be yourself. That's good? That's not a good thing to say to people?
Sure.
Fuck you and your bangs and everything else.
What? What did my bangs do to you?
I can't see your eyes and I can't tell if you're with me or not.
Are you gonna take that down?
Why would I?
Because that's what I want. Like, we're done. Like,
okay.
you gotta work with me. Do we have to go through a flow?
I got the flow.
No, you don't.
This is your time now. This is your time. I'm going to drink the rest of this, and you're going to say the things that you say at the end of the thing.
Please listen to Extra Bourbon and Pancakes. It's on Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts that are available every Friday morning. We're going to tape it now. I'm going to upload it in the morning. Extra Bourbon and Pancakes is not like this. It's always something else. Last week, I asked Isaac, why do y'all wait till your dicks don't work to try to act right?
Oh,
We don't
yeah.
talk like that on this show, but on Extra Bourbon and Pancakes, we do. And so that's why you should listen. It's on Google, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. There's a few other places. Go there, search Bourbon and Pancakes. Listen to Bourbon and Pancakes on Spotify.
And we're building our YouTube page too, so subscribe to that
There's
shit.
also a YouTube page. Please subscribe to it. It is also Bourbon and Pancakes.
And then this is your other part you gotta say.
You're going to say it.
I gotta say it?
Yeah, because I'm done. You say it.
All right. Well, there's a lot of ways you can support us, right? You can go to Spotify. That helps. You can go to YouTube and subscribe. That helps. But also, as we grow our brand, if you would like to, I don't know, donate and contribute, you can go to $ Bourbon and Pancakes. That's and not the ampersand like in the logo, but and written out.
Mhm.
Pancakes. And that goes to good causes like alcohol.
More
mostly.
bourbon.
And flour for the pancakes that we make from scratch.
Pancakes.
You know what I mean? And then we have another thing that we're planning right now. It's going to be fun when we actually do it, but it's going to go towards that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a whole nother expansion to the brand. It's going to be so fucking dope. You'll see. Anyway, it'll go to that. So if you want to contribute, you can do those things. And then that's it.
We'll see you next week.
Next
We do this
week
every week. Thursday,
at 10-ish.
10-ish. Bourbon and Pancakes.
Pressing the button.